Welcome to another In Wheel Time podcast, a 30-minute mini version of the In Wheel Time car show that airs live every Saturday morning, 8 to 11 a.m. Central.
Howdy, it's the In Wheel Time car show, your weekly go-to all things automotive place. Today coming to you from the Topwater Grill in San Leon, Texas.
Yes.
And Woody's third annual Waterfront car show. Howdy, along with Mike out of this world Mars. King Conrad DeLong. We need more Jeff Zekin.
We do.
I'm Don Armstrong. Glad you could join us today. We hope that we're getting out and being able to be heard and seen around the globe like we used to be able to. Are we today?
Yes, we are.
You're thumbs up from our
Yes, sir.
chief engineer,
Yes, sir.
Mr. David Ainsley.
Because you know you can't trust what Mars tells you.
Absolutely not. Not today, not yesterday, and never in the future.
Come on now.
And we say that because he's not actually right here at the desk at the moment.
He's out wandering looking for guests.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's good to know. It has been an interesting week as far as the news with cars is concerned, with the continuing and ongoing shortage of microchips, and they can't get the cars. They build them, but they don't leave.
And then they park them.
Yeah, and then they park them.
Well,
in fact, I saw a picture this week online. Don't remember where it was, but somebody had actually taken a video and gone down the street somewhere in Detroit.
I think I sent
Of
that
all
to
the
you.
Chevys.
It was a closed GM plant
Right, yeah.
that had been closed for years, and they were using it as a storage lot for all of the Chevrolets that were made there in the Detroit area because they don't have all the chips in them, and they can't ship them. And when they do ship them, what are they going to do? They're going to have to find somebody to put the chips in them. Is it going to be the dealership? Because, when that happens, it starts this whole chain reaction of who's going to be responsible now. Is it going to be General Motors? It's going to be responsible for the chip in that particular GM car? Or is it going to be the installer that installed the chip?
And who's responsible for the vehicle as it sits in storage from weather damage or theft damage or something else? General Motors just announced they're going to reopen the Wentzville assembly plant and building Chevy Colorados and Canyons and the Chevy Express and Savannah full-size vans, and they've been down for 3 weeks since September 6th. So that kind of makes me think you're building the wrong vehicles because the demand is for full-size trucks.
Yep.
It's not for mid-size trucks. It's not for full-size vans.
My guess is that they've probably depleted the mid-size inventory to the point where they're going, okay, we're going to shift those chips that we need to build those trucks from cars or whatever else that they're building over here to replenish the inventory.
Well, the other thing they're doing is they're minimizing or restricting options. Because, automatic air conditioning requires a chip. So you can't buy a GM truck, full-size or not, with automatic air right now, unless it's a Cadillac, because they can take that chip and use it somewhere else.
Yep.
Somewhere down the road you'll get a notification if you own that car. Okay, we're ready to give you what you paid for.
Oh no, they're just giving credit for the no automatic air. That's not something that's going to be easy to refit.
Really?
Oh no, that wouldn't be easy to refit at all.
Seriously?
And so
I was under the impression that some of the chips that they were leaving out of cars would be replaced at a
future date.
We say chips. What's going to happen is the manufacturers are going to build all these vehicles with all the harnesses, and the fix is going to be to plug in a new module. There's a chip inside the module, but they don't physically put a chip in it. It comes with a module, and you plug and play the module.
Because the modules are sealed, as far as I know.
Correct. So
you couldn't get
they'll
in there
be
anyway.
able to. They'll be able to upfit certain ones with modules, but if it's it's going to be overly complicated. So when you saw that Ford wanted the dealers to take the trucks in inventory, and then Ford would send them the modules or send them the chips, that would be a plug and play module that the dealer would plug in once they got it, and then and then be able to sell it. The problem is the dealers don't want the responsibility of those vehicles
being on their inventory,
right? Being
on their
floor plan
yep.
inventory for insurance purposes and damage and
taxes and
all
all of the other stuff that goes along with it.
So they want Ford to hold on to them, just like GM's holding on to them, just like Chrysler's holding on, or Stellantis is holding on to them. So who do we have joining us?
So coming up right down this aisle down here is this bright red 1947 Ford Convertible.
Oh, I saw that.
You
with
saw
the tan
that?
top.
Yeah. Well, that belongs to Art Pettit, and he's agreed to give us an update on that thing's got a lot of stuff on it.
Uh-oh.
Art, tell first, you a local guy?
Yes, I'm from Houston.
Are you?
Yeah.
You grew up in Houston?
Yeah.
Where'd you go to high school?
Sam Rayburn in
Sam
Pasadena.
Rayburn High School. All right.
Pasadena. Yeah.
Pasadena, sir. Don't you? I'm sure you've heard that a few times.
Oh, yeah.
Mascot.
Yeah,
Probably
absolutely.
said it a few times.
Yeah. But at any rate, so tell us about the car.
Well, I bought it from a lady that blew the motor up in it, and I had to put a new motor in it. It's got a 355 in it. And I had to put new brakes on it. It sat up for about a year and a half, and I had to put new brakes on it, and just little stuff that, wasn't working. Speedometer wasn't working, had to put some fuses and stuff in it. But the brakes was the big thing, and then, the motor too.
Well, let's start with the motor. So obviously,
She had a small block Chevy in it?
Yeah.
Cool lady.
I wanted to go.
How fast was she going when she lit it up?
She blew it up. She went to church in it, and she blew
it up.
Little old lady from Pasadena just drove the car to church.
yeah, but it only blew up on the way home.
Yeah,
a
on the way
thermal
home,
event.
Yeah. So what was wrong with the brakes?
I didn't have any.
None.
It didn't have any.
I mean,
at
did you have
all.
to
Maybe why
replace
she blew it up.
all the lines?
I thought I was going to have to open the door and drag my foot because
Yikes.
I didn't have any brakes at all, and I went through the whole system, put master cylinder stuff on, brand new stuff.
And you did all this yourself?
No, kind of had some help.
Yeah. What? Some shop down the street? You know what?
Midas.
There is a theme going on here today. All these guys that own these really fancy, nice cars, and they're going, "Yeah, I
got a guy.
Everybody's got a guy.
I got a guy.
You have to depend on the subject matter expert.
But
if they know how to do it better than you do, sometimes it's worth spending
that's
money with them.
true.
Well,
Yeah.
I was talking to
Otherwise, you'd still have no brakes.
I was talking to Jeff Zeke, and I told him, I said, there are some things that I'll do on my car, but other things I won't. One, when I was in my 20s, I would crawl underneath that car at the drop of a hat.
Oh, heck yeah.
Jack it up, put it on jack stands.
Not anymore.
Take off the exhaust
Well, he could crawl
system.
under it, just wouldn't be able to get back up.
That's true, too.
I can't get under him. I'm a wide body.
So I don't do that anymore. That's for somebody
but-
else.
Yeah,
to
let's
do.
for somebody else.
He was a Corvette guy, so he was crawling under so he could wax the color that nobody else would see.
I did that too.
Not surprised at all.
Yes, I did all of that.
Typical
So-
Corvette owner.
And we still have the
let's clean
equipment.
something nobody looks at.
We still have the equipment to get under there. It's just we don't use it.
We don't use it anymore.
don't use it.
Right, and it won't
so did you
sell
put
at the
another
garage
355 in it?
I put a 355 in it.
Just somebody's crate motor?
Yeah, I got it from Speedway.
Okay.
And it's got a year warranty on it.
So nothing fancy.
No,
Nothing
nothing
special.
fancy. It's a good cruiser. It's a heavy car, and I've gone to Gonzales, Louisiana in it. We just got back from Albuquerque, New Mexico. In it.
Really?
Yeah.
That's sweet.
So
I
what's
drive it. I drive it all the time.
And Albuquerque's
four-speed
nice, too.
automatic?
It's an automatic.
Okay.
700.
And gear ratio in the back?
I think it's 3 something. I'm not real sure what it is.
So it's not that hard to cruise in.
No. I get good gas mileage. So
It's got like a 305 gear ratio in the back end of it.
it probably does. I don't know because I hadn't taken it apart. So, that's one problem I haven't had is a rear end.
Well, knock on wood that you don't have it today.
Yeah, that's true.
Exactly. So, do you do cruise-ins? Do you do that?
Oh, yes.
Do you?
I've been out here once before, and I go all over Houston, and show it.
Have you been to any of the tailpipes and tacos at Lupe Tortilla?
Yes. In fact,
Well, we missed you out there because we're out there every time.
Yeah, I know. Y'all were out there.
Yeah.
We missed the one. Well, actually, we didn't miss it. We moved to the Tailpipes and Tacos Cruise In at the Kirby location this month.
Okay.
And then next month we'll be back out in Katy.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was Katy where I was.
Yeah.
Right.
Just one time.
So we'll
Yeah.
see you there.
Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt. Is this your only hot rod?
Yes. Yes.
So what is your regular?
Well, I've got a 12 Camaro. I mean, that's not really a hot rod, but it's faster than that.
Yeah, and do you drive that every day?
No, my wife does.
Your wife drives
my
that.
Drive, yeah.
So, and what is this your daily driver?
No, I've got an Avalanche.
An Avalanche.
Yeah, 2010 Avalanche.
Avalanche.
Fun truck.
Yeah.
You know, it's a shame that truck didn't survive, but I think that it was.
I like it.
Oh, I love it.
You know, I remember when it was new and we'd have it in the press fleet. And the one thing that was so noticeable at the time, especially, was the fact that independent rear suspension and what a difference it makes in a pickup truck. Because, you know, the thing is, it's a half-ton pickup truck.
Right.
And with a straight axle and leaf springs in it like it was at the time, huge difference unless you had a big load in the back.
Yeah.
Well,
But
and
that Avalanche solved all that problem.
When I worked for GM, the big fear was water leaks with that whole rear opening
Facade.
pass-through system, and it was never an issue. It was
No, it
really
wasn't.
never an issue in the Avalanche.
But
at
I'll
all.
tell you what, to take that back panel out, do you remember the commercial where they put, I don't know what, some other car in the back of it? Because they took out, and they had a car sitting in the back of it, and showing how universal it was. And
I liked Avalanches. I thought they were a great truck.
I thought they rode very smooth.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
smooth riding
It
vehicle.
does.
you know, you take the clothes off an Avalanche, it's actually a Suburban. It was not a pickup truck.
Right.
It was a Suburban
Yeah.
that they cut the back off and put that bed and the flying buttresses in that
Yep.
generally went from black to gray in about 6 months.
No, it's
Oh,
That-
yeah.
that was
Yeah,
a
it's
huge-
gray now.
That was a huge customer complaint about how that.
what color is
flying
your vehicle
buttress
and
is
what
It's,
colored.
it's black.
With gray?
And with the gray.
with a matching gray flying buttress. But no, Avalanche was a great truck. They shouldn't have put that out of production. But
has
Oh,
has
yeah.
it given you any trouble at all?
No,
None.
none.
None. Well,
how
there
many
you
miles
go.
you got on it?
107.
How many miles you got on the Ford?
64,000.
Really?
Yeah.
So that definitely sees some miles.
Yeah, it has.
And what year is it?
It's a 47
47 Ford.
Convertible.
convertible.
And now, is that a manual top?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did they offer an electric
No,
top?
no,
No.
but I know
You can put
I know
one
you can
on.
upgrade to an electric top on a customized vehicle.
But it's not a problem putting it down or taking it.
Pretty
putting
simple
it
up and
yeah,
down?
it's pretty simple.
Well, I'm just going to say, from my experience, which isn't a lot, that those manual tops, they made them in such a way that it was easy to put them up
Right.
and
Yeah,
down.
it just folds down.
Yeah,
You know?
it was not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
And so many people go, you got to have an electric top on it. No, if it's a manual top, chances are pretty good that
Yeah.
it's going to go up and down pretty easy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you do it by yourself? Does it take two people?
It takes two people,
Yeah.
really.
Yeah. And how does it latch onto the top of the windshield?
The clamps. Got
Clamps?
3 clamps onto the top.
oh,
Yeah.
there's three. So there's
Yeah,
a
there's
center
3.
one.
Yeah,
so
center one.
2 sides and a center. Okay, so it seals, weather seals
Oh,
probably
yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah, it does.
Probably better than a Pontiac Sunfire did or the
Hey,
Chevy
hey,
Cavalier.
hey, hey.
Those things leak like a sieve.
Hey, now.
Or
I
the,
can
or
only
the Cadillac Alante.
Oh,
I remember when the Cadillac
Stop
Alante
it.
came out.
Stop it.
The Italians built the body for them, and they said, well, if it doesn't get the driver wet, it's not really a water leak.
Nice.
Literally, I was in the meeting, and they said, no, if it doesn't drip on the driver, it's not. The Italians didn't consider it a water leak.
This is inside information we didn't know.
yeah.
Or want to know.
Stop dissing Cadillacs.
By the way, did you see the Cadillac pickup truck that pulled?
I
in?
saw that. It was just,
I don't know what it is, but it
It's
has
got
a
a- it's got the-
Cadillac
Looks like an
badge. in the
Escalade
grill.
front end
leaf?
on a.
Sorry, we're
circle leaf?
talking to somebody else out there. You can see
Talk
it.
amongst yourselves over there.
Yeah,
Yeah, there you go.
yeah. It's okay. So are you planning on winning a trophy here today?
No, not really.
You just came down to enjoy us
Yeah.
and to be
Sure
on the
did.
show with
Yeah,
us.
just enjoy the
It's
day.
a beautiful day.
Yeah, it is.
And it's a great location.
My son's here with me, so
Awesome.
Does he get? How old is he?
he's 32.
Okay, so does he get to drive the toy?
Oh yeah, yeah, I'll let him drive it.
Does he have any of his own?
No, he just got a pickup. He wants an older pickup. Is what he wants.
Well, don't we all?
Yeah.
The price of those, it goes up every day.
Matter of fact, I saw some T-shirts around here, the C10 Club.
Yep, they're here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so
And orange
They had
one.
a big run last weekend.
I was just gonna say,
Waxahachie, that's the national C10
Yeah.
meet, or one of the national
So
C10
they had
meets.
quite a few there.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'd say they probably had.
did your son go and scout
No.
out what was available up there?
No,
No,
not
you
really.
pay top dollar when you go to
Oh,
one of
yeah.
those. It's kind of like going to Lone Star Throwdown. You're not going to find a cheap one there.
Yeah, that's true.
So, any future plans for the car?
It is what
No,
it is. You
it
get up-
is what it is. I mean, I would like to, get some chrome on the motor and stuff like that. Just dress the motor up a little bit.
Well, you can do that. All it takes is
Eventually,
one.
I would like to, put another frame under it. And,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why?
'cause you got a
It would probably
47 Ford.
ride better. I mean, I'm not real sure because it rides good now.
Is it a 47 Ford frame underneath
Yeah.
it now? Okay.
Yeah.
Has it had any beefing up underneath there?
It's it's got a S10 front end on it.
Okay.
I'm running disc brakes all the way around. I've got a Cadillac rear end under it.
So, but as far as the frame is concerned, I guess with no,
It's
back
it's
then,
beefed up a little bit.
is it
It's,
because
no.
they didn't do a whole lot
Back
then? I remember having that '77 Corvette that I had that had the T-tops. Oh my God! You took the T-tops out, that whole
twisting.
thing would twist and turn,
Yeah.
and it was a brand new car. That was
Well, for a convertible, though, generally convertibles, even back then, they did do some stiffening, but it was generally in the body, not in the frame.
in the body.
They used to call them shakers. They're like coffee cans they put in the back.
Yep.
That's true.
No, they called them shakers.
Yeah.
That's what I know them as.
you're talking about the hula girls that you put in the back window.
Oh, no. That's on the front
That's
dashboard. That's on the dashboard.
I need to get one of
They
those.
go up front.
Yeah, put them
And
on your dashboard.
what did
The
you
hula
put
girl.
in the
it on
back
the
then?
dashboard.
He had one of those Buddhas.
Put
it in the back.
Rub its belly and pat its head.
God.
Gold
Yes.
one.
Notice I could do that, though, right?
Now
Rub
switch
my
hands.
belly and pat my
If
head.
you can
did
switch
that.
hands, you can play the drums. Well, there you go.
See, I am playing the drums.
I
I'm
know.
sure Don's about to blow a
Like a
gasket
bass
with me
drum.
putting noise into the sound system here.
They're always farting around with the
Yeah.
microphones and bumping them and popping the peas and doing all the things that they're not supposed
Changing
to do.
them
See,
out.
Don's the professional. He's in the Broadcasting Hall of Fame.
Professional.
You know
what?
why he's in the Broadcasting Hall of Fame? Because
No.
he's old.
Old.
We're going to get a shot
Pretty
of
much.
that.
That's it. They don't induct young men into the Hall of Fame, do
Oh,
they?
boy.
No, they don't.
So there's that. Well, it's great to talk to you.
Yeah, it's good talking to you guys.
Yeah.
And
you
you
ever
can tell
listen
we
to our?
just have a lot of fun.
Tell us the truth. Do you ever listen to this show?
No, when is it?
That's what I thought. It's on Saturday mornings,
What time?
8 to 11,
Okay.
and
right now.
it's on the internet.
Okay.
Facebook, In Wheel Time,
And?
InWheelTime.com. We're also on YouTube.
And what,
We're
what
on,
Twitter.
What radio station is it?
well,
No, we're not on a damn
station
radio
list.
station because the radio station that we were on has absolutely no ratings whatsoever. So why waste our money by
Yeah.
putting this fine award-winning car show on a radio station that has no rating? We brought ratings to the radio station. we
won,
did.
We win an award to do this?
And we got off.
We did.
We got off of the radio, and they went back to no ratings again.
Yeah.
They did.
So there's that.
Okay.
Well, on top of when COVID hit, they locked their doors, basically. So
Okay.
There's still people in
So
there.
it's
locked
on
in.
would say
it's on
goodbye.
the internet.
We said adios,
Okay.
amigos.
Facebook, Twitter, YouTube.
You can stream all of this live on your phone.
Okay.
You got a phone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
You can do that. And then let me ask you this. Do you have one of those deals like I've got that you plug into the cigarette lighter? And
Yes.
the Bluetooth thing in
Yeah.
the cigarette lighter? See, that works great for me.
Okay.
I thought
Yeah.
you had one of those things when you fell down and called the emergency number.
That's at the
I've
house.
fallen and I can't
Get up.
Yeah,
That's
you
at the
can
house.
get a cellular one that you can take with you, though.
You
at
you
that.
can?
Yeah.
Look at that
I
fountain.
like that.
So forget the phone. We just have the button.
Exactly.
Okay. And so it's basically a one-button phone is what it is.
Yeah.
Well, that kind of goes with the age.
And it's
thing.
red.
It does.
And this poor guy's going, "Let
As
me
long
out."
as I can remember that I've got the button around my neck,
And it's
that's
red.
the other
Well,
problem.
the way they take care of that, it senses when you fall.
Oh, it
Or-
does.
Oh, I thought you have to fall on the button.
No,
No,
that's
no.
the easy button that you have around your neck.
Oh, that's what it is.
That was easy.
That was easy.
Sir, thanks so much for joining us
Thank
today.
you very much. It was a
Love your
pleasure.
car. Really caught our attention when you drove
Thank
in.
you.
Really,
Thank you.
really pretty
Yep,
car.
we appreciate it and hope to see you again. And hey, give us a shout every once in a while, you know? Yeah, okay.
We'll see you at Lupe Tortilla.
Yeah, Lupe Tortilla. All right. I don't have I don't have anything else, but no, I do have something else. It's one of your features. Would you mind doing one of
Features and headlines.
I'm talking to you.
You want which one do you want me to do?
Well, I don't know. Just pick one.
I've got quite a few here.
All right.
you
Well,
go.
we'll pick one.
We're
Which
gonna
one
do the one I
haven't you
gave you.
done?
Well, let's do race calendar.
Let's do the racing calendar.
So,
Let's do racing.
you know, today is NHRA Midwest Nationals, which is kind of Chicago. Erica, as of last night, was qualified fourth. You know, so you know, there's people that we follow, and then next weekend.
well, you gotta follow the hometown girl.
Yeah, she's a friend of the show, too.
Four-time world champion.
Yeah.
And then next weekend is the Texas NHRA Fall Nationals up in Ennis, and we know there'll be the whole flood of Emmons brothers will be going up there.
You know, that's not a problem.
I had a chance to speak with the Emmons brothers.
She was fourth last night, so she might have qualified better. Okay. But anyhow,
We're getting updates right now.
we're
Yes,
getting
I know.
updates.
From
So,
the fans.
So the Emmons brothers, I imagine Dale's going to go up.
I would imagine so. I haven't talked to
Stan-
them. I saw them all last weekend, and it was good to see them, but we didn't talk about drag racing.
And then on the 17th to be Bristol, on the 31st to be Las Vegas, and then the finals to be the 14th of November in Pomona. NASCAR is tomorrow night in Las Vegas. On the 3rd of October is Talladega, and then on the 10th of October is Charlotte, and then on the 17th is Texas. Then remember that Formula One is coming to Coda in on the 24th. So if you look at lots of world level.
World class, yeah.
World class racing's happening in Texas over the month of October with NHRA, NASCAR, and Formula
See,
One.
you were telling us earlier about, storing your car for the winter, and I said, nay.
Nay.
We're not storing our car for the winter just yet.
Just yet.
We have to wait until Autorama at Thanksgiving weekend.
Thanksgiving
then after
weekend.
that, then you can store your car.
And that's why we'll build into that story as we talk about different systems on the car and how to prepare them for
All right.
storage.
You
And
can
you
twist my arm and convince me of that if you
Make
like.
you believe I was prepared for this.
Formula One is when? Nay on Formula. No, Ray on Formula One.
Formula One is the 24th of October. This weekend they're in Russia. I don't know how that works. So driving around
Niet.
Sochi. And supposedly they're going to Turkey. I can't
Nostrovia.
imagine they're going to do Turkey.
Nostrovia, Koki.
And then November they're in Mexico.
Vodka.
Vodka, right.
But it's a vodka.
Well, vodka translated
do
in
we-
Russian is actually water.
Do we have vodka over here yet?
No, the bar's
no.
not open.
Well,
What?
Mars, you need to
Come
talk
on.
to somebody. We
Where's
need
your
Hey,
son?
Woody, how come the bar's not
Yeah,
open?
let's get these
some
bars
breakfast-
open.
we need
We
some
want
breakfast
bars.
Bloody
cocktails.
Marys
We
out
want
here.
bars.
We've got a built-in audience. Everybody's gonna. They're
Yeah.
all
See,
begging.
tell me the bar wouldn't be busy.
They're
if
all
the
begging
line
for-
walked right past the front of it.
Everyone's coming through here. No one's bringing us drinks.
Well, I mean, we need to have drinks for them to buy us drinks.
Well.
But
Well, this is Saturday. You can buy early on Saturday.
Nostrovia.
You just can't buy early on
Vodka.
Sunday.
Vodka.
vodka. Okay,
So that's
continue
the
on.
race.
I'm sorry.
That's the racing calendar.
Oh, that's the racing calendar. Okay. So, do you want me to do some news
Formula
now?
One.
I can do news.
Oh, look at that. He's
It's a
hauling,
jet ski.
He's hauling donkey out
He's
there.
hauling donkey.
You know, General Motors unveiled 3 new motors to power their various electric vehicles.
By the way, speaking of which, they stopped or are going to stop making. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you. We don't have anything to open, though.
I know. Hey, they're going to stop making some motor. GM is some hot rod motor, an LS motor.
Yeah,
that-
stop making the LS. Yeah, crate motors.
Is it the Z06 motor? Or, I don't. Did you not hear
Is it
that?
six or- yeah, Z08.
That was a story that they're going to
Z6.
stop making this.
Might be the LFA. which is the supercharged,
The CA.
lower powered one.
Well,
versus
I don't
the
know.
LS9.
They're going to stop making it, and everybody's up in arms over it. No, don't do that. But apparently something else is going to replace it.
Yeah, all these electric motors that they're building for their Ultium powered vehicle, Ultium drive underpinnings. So they came out with a 180 kilowatt front drive motor.
How do you relate to that? 180 kilowatts. Oh, well, that 180 kilowatts will get me up to 150 miles in the quarter mile. Now we're talking, but I don't know what that means.
255 kilowatt rear wheel or front wheel drive motor, and the 62 kilowatt front wheel drive.
How many
motor.
horsepower is that?
Who's got the formula for that?
That's the number on the back of the Cadillac. That's kilowatts.
No, it's not.
No.
That's
the Newton meters.
Newton meters.
Fig Newton.
That's
the Fig Newton meters.
That's for torque.
That is torque.
Torque and Newton meters.
And then you heard
European.
Carlos Goshen was back in the news, right?
He got out of the suitcase and he's stirring up.
Well, he's
crap
finally.
again.
Can you believe he still owned Nissan stock? He finally sold all of his Nissan stock, and now he's getting ready to sell all of his Renault stock because he's saying that the Nissan-Renault merger is a disaster.
That's a Renault.
Yeah.
Oh, it's okay. Renault. Leon.
It's not Leon.
It's Leon.
No.
Well, he's the one who organized the Nissan-Renault merger.
Remember these folks?
Well, he's once in.
We remember you. Yeah, the
Yep.
ambulance.
All right,
Good to
so
see you.
all right, thank you very much. Here are some of the stories making headlines this week. Toyota's once-in-a-generation top-to-bottom redesign of its full-size 2022 Tundra pickup aims to thrust the long-time laggard back into the competition with the Detroit 3 and give the brand its best hope in years to pick up some share in the highly profitable segment. I don't know who wrote that, but
Twin-turbo V6.
Nice.
Set to go on sale in U.S. dealerships late this year, the new Tundra will bear little functional resemblance to the current model, thank God, which went on sale in 2007 and trails in domestic competitors in fuel economy, technology, and sales volume. Yes, twin-turbo V6, 389 horsepower,
Nice.
479 pound-feet of torque, 10-speed automatic transmission.
Built in San Antonio, Texas.
Yep, and fuel economy has yet to be announced, but as far as sales are concerned, here's the latest in sales. Ford F-Series, 362,000 in the first 6 months of this year, almost 1 million of them going to go out the door. Ram right behind them, increased sales in the first 6 months of this year to 313,000. Chevy Silverado, 286,000.
They're way behind
GMC
Ram.
Sierra, 138,000. And the Toyota Tundra, 43,865.
Yeah, but they're in better shape than the Nissan Titan at 17,000.
Yeah, well, there's that. But mark my word, Nissan's right around the corner with something new. And dealers see the hiring of the former Ford executive as a sign Stellantis will give the brand the care and investment it needs. And that is the Chrysler brand.
Great.
Christine Fuel, a former global marketing strategist at Ford Motor Company, took over as CEO of Chrysler last week. She has the task of reviving a brand that's been relegated to the declining minivan and large car segments for years as consumers gravitated to crossovers instead. Part of the agenda expected to include an electrified crossover that would share a platform with, get this, the Dodge Charger and Challenger and be built alongside them, according to Auto Forecast Solutions. And those are the headlines topping our news this week.
You heard that the CEO of Toyota has warned against full inclusion of electric vehicles because it'll lose millions of jobs worldwide.
Oh, boy.
There's that. All right, time now for a quick break. We're back here on the In Wheel Time Car Show right after this.
Houstonian-owned Bayway Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram has the most sought-after models in the Houston area today. When you're in the market for a new or used vehicle, you now have a place to go. General Manager Lincoln Stahl guarantees Bayway will beat any competitor's written price on the new vehicle you choose or pay you $1,000. Bayway Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram is easy to get to on Highway 225 near Beltway 8 in Pasadena. Whether it's online or in person, you're welcome like one of the family. Bayway Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.com. Tailpipes and Tacos, Houston's premier monthly car cruise-in, returns Saturday morning, October 16th to the Lupi Tortilla Tex-Mex in Katy. Tailpipes and Tacos is free and you're invited. Collector cars, hot rods, customs, magnificent originals, and resto-mods will all be on display. Loopy founder, car collector, and drag racer Stan Holt brings you the coolest Saturday morning cruise-in, tailpipes and tacos. Car show season's just around the corner and time to stretch your car's legs in a fun family event. There'll be plenty of fabulous, fresh, made-to-order Loopy tortilla tacos, hot coffee, and adult beverages, too. This is Houston's coolest cruise-in, tailpipes and tacos at the Loopy Tortilla Tex-Mex on the Grand Parkway at Kingsland Boulevard just south of I-10, and on the Southwest Freeway in Kirby inside the Loop. Get your ride ready and we'll see you at the Tailpipes and Tacos Saturday morning cruise-in, October 16th, 8 to 11 a.m. The In Wheel Time Car Show will be there, too. We'll see you then, weather permitting. Gulf Coast Auto Shield has moved to a more convenient location. Now you can visit John Gray and his staff of dedicated professionals at their new shop on the South Sam Houston Parkway between Belford and Airport in Southwest Houston. Gulf Coast Auto Shield is the best at paint correction and ceramic coatings. Clear bras and custom wraps are specialties that only Gulf Coast Auto Shield installs with award-winning accuracy, and all their services come with a warranty. Lamborghini, Aston Martin, Porsche, and Ferrari owners depend on Gulf Coast Auto Shield for their specialty services, and you should too. The In-Wheel Time Corvette and Cutlass have both been massaged by Gulf Coast Auto Shield, so isn't it time your vehicle visit their new shop in Southwest Houston? Call John Gray today at 832-930-5655 or visit online at gcautoshield.com. That's gcautoshield.com. Paint, coatings, wraps, and more at gcautoshield.com. That's it for this podcast episode of the In-Wheel Time Car Show. I'm Don Armstrong, inviting you to join us for our live show every Saturday morning, 8 to 11 a.m. Central on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and our InWheelTime.com website. Podcasts are available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeart Podcast, Podcast Addict, TuneIn, Pandora, and Amazon Music. Keep listening, and we'll see you soon.